the legendary DeLorean with its all-stainless steel chassis. The mid-engine cult classic, its drivers and owners described the car as underpowered, slow, poorly designed, uncomfortable, and sluggish while handling. It bankrupted the company that made it, and the CEO of the company, John Zachary DeLorean, was charged with cocaine trafficking. Its body shell was designed by none other than Giorgetto Giugiaro. Giorgetto Giugiaro was a legendary car designer who worked on supercars and everyday cars alike. You may hear about some of the cars he is responsible for, like Maserati Ghibli, Ferrari 250 GT, Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GT, and Golf Mark I, among others. The stats of the finished mass-produced car were a 2.85-liter Peugeot, Renault, Volvo engine putting out 130 horsepower and 153 pound-feet of torque, a 5-speed manual, and a 3-speed automatic. The curb weight of the car was 1,233 kilograms. With its cool design and its gull-wing doors, the car was undeniably cool and good-looking, and the car is especially attractive to car enthusiasts. Even with its many flaws, the car is still fun to drive and is more a GT car than a sports one. Not a commercial success when it came out, now it's beloved by car and film fans alike. And of the original 9,000 produced, 6,000 of them are still on the road, so if you want one, it may be hard but not impossible to get your hand on one. And repairing it won't be an issue because of the stainless steel car chassis won't rust and the engine parts are widely available. As soon as you climb into the cockpit, you see a nicely laid out interior and an eye-pleasing environment. It sits so low you can get stuck in it. You feel like your bum is dragging on the pavement, and that can make the car feel fast. When you start it up and start moving it, you will first notice just how hard it is to move the steering wheel. That is because the car has no power steering, which can be an issue while trying to park, but when driving it normally it's okay. The automatic cars are great for heavy traffic areas, but they are a bit slower of the line than the manual cars. They drive like a low-slung go-kart and make a lot of noise, so they can be very fun to drive. The car was the main prop in the Back to the Future franchise. The DeLorean Time Machine is a time travel device made by retrofitting a DMC DeLorean vehicle with a flux capacitor. The car requires 1.21 gigawatts of power and needs to travel 88 miles per hour to initiate time travel. The Time Machine was cool, and film and car fans fell in love with the retrofit to the car, and many DeLoreans still running are retrofitted to look like the DeLorean Time Machine. So who was John Zachary DeLorean? Well, he was an American engineer, inventor, and executive in the U.S. automobile industry, widely known for his work at General Motors and as the founder of the DeLorean Motor Company. Before founding the DeLorean Company, in prior work he was responsible for Pontiac GTO, Pontiac Firebird, Chevrolet Nova, Vega, and many others. DeLorean left General Motors in 1973 to form his own company, the DeLorean Motor Company. A two-seat sports car prototype was shown in the mid-1970s and called the DeLorean Safety Vehicle. The car that entered production didn't have many of the features that the prototype promised, but many of the future customers were aware that not all the promises would be met. After the initial boom of sold cars, the sales started to slow down, and unfortunately for the company, John decided to double production. By this point, DMC was in financial hardship. And when the DMC was $17 million in debt, DeLorean was charged by the US government with trafficking cocaine. The FBI set him up with more than 27 kilograms of white stuff worth about $6.5 million in a hotel near Los Angeles International Airport. Upon further investigation, the FBI accused the DeLorean of selling 100 kilograms of cocaine worth $24 million to try and save his company from bankruptcy. But somehow his lawyers successfully argued that the FBI and DEA had unfairly targeted and illegally entrapped DeLorean, and he managed to successfully defend himself. But unfortunately, while the trial lasted, the DMC had already collapsed into bankruptcy, and the DeLorean's reputation as a businessman and car maker was ruined.